Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 2 of TekTopia UnderGround. My name is Slick and this is the series where we're playing StoneBlock 2 plus TekTopia. So since last episode I've gotten a lot accomplished. So let's take a look around and I'll show you. So first off, I expanded this little cavern. It's not even really a cavern anymore, it's just a big opening. And I've dug out, I've done a lot of digging, a whole lot of digging. So if you'll recall in episode 1, this is where we had some plants going, we had dirt here. I've moved all that stuff over here. So I dug all this stuff out and this is going to be our farmland area. So it's just a basic layout for right now. I've got some snad down here for sugarcane, and every once in a while I just come in here and spread it out just to get prepared for when we've got villagers. So we've got, let's see, wheat I believe on these 3 plots, and then we're gonna have potatoes, carrots, and beetroot on this side. And my intention is I'm either going to build another level up, another level down, or extend this farther back. I haven't figured it out yet. This is definitely going to be enough to get us started once we've got TekTopia up and going. So and then if we head down this way directly across the main hall, you can see I've got a sign that says forest. This is where we're going to be planting all of our trees. For right now it's just a big empty room. That's as far as I've gotten, but I plan on laying out all of our saplings in here for our lumberjacks to get busy. Over here we're going to have the kitchen. One day eventually. Right now it's literally just a little dent in the wall. Infinite water source, I gotta find a place for that. Yeah, so lots of progress, lots of digging, lots of menial boring digging. I spent hours and hours digging, and in fact I went through so many pickaxes that I decided to go ahead and get the tinker smeltery set up off camera just so I can make a hammer, because I needed a hammer. So I carved out this little space, got our tinker smeltery set up. I've got some bronze and iron going right now. Moved all of our tinker stuff in here. I figure you guys have probably seen a smeltery being set up many times in the past. So yeah, that's that. No automation yet. I've literally just got a torch under this crucible and I just throw stone every time I come in here and manually move it for now. I've got the mining district set up here. I guess I moved. I just got rid of the mob farm. It really wasn't producing anything worthwhile, so I just wanted to get things planned out. So this is where our mine shafts are going to be. And you know, I'm leaving space to expand farther that way and have more shafts going if we need, but I really don't think that we're going to need much more than this, at least not for a while. So, and I'll get this hallway opened up a little bigger when the time comes. Over here, we're going to carve out our blacksmith area. And then my thoughts are to section off this whole central area here for storage. I'm thinking, I'm not sure how I'm going to build it yet, but I'll have this whole area be storage right here, and or maybe down here. I haven't figured it out for sure yet, but storage will definitely be somewhere near here. And then this section here to the north is going to be the housing district. So I've got this big room carved out, and I'm thinking I'm going to split this into 3 levels. So my thoughts are we'll have a pathway that goes in, we'll have a staircase that goes down, staircases that go up, and also walkways along the sides. And we'll put doors on the sides, we'll have a level up and dig down. Yeah, so we'll have at least 3 levels, and then we can go as far that way as we need to.
Psst, down here.
Yeah, I think we're at Y level 90 here, so I'm thinking we'll keep most of the village on this level. But for housing, I mean, we could dig down as far deep as we want and it'll still be within the village. Plus, you know, if we set our town hall marker at 00, which that's what I'm planning to do. I think I'm going to dig up and put the town hall up here. I think that would be pretty cool. So we'll have stairs that go up, and we will have the town hall in the center, but we'll have it up away from being in the way. So I think that'll be pretty cool. So if we mark out 00 as the town hall marker, that'll be the center of town. Then we'll still have 100 whatever it is, 128 blocks, I guess, in this direction that we can go. And this wall is only to -18 at the moment. So yeah, we've got hundreds of blocks we can carve this tunnel out. So then, you know, with everything else that's going on in StoneBlock, you know, this isn't going to be necessarily a TekTopia focused mod. It's just going to be included in it, mostly just because it gets lonely playing single player sometimes, you know, and I just want to have some people walking around doing some stuff. I think that would be cool. But for all the rest of this stuff, I'm gonna dig down straight from here. So I'm thinking I'll have a walkway down, maybe in the corners. I'll carve out some staircases that go down into a separate area. Haven't gotten all the details of how I'm gonna have that done yet. I might just dig out a stairwell on the sides here, but I'll have multiple ways down to lower levels for all the stone block stuff. So I'll have a multi-leveled base with the village on top, and I think that would be pretty cool. So as much as I've done, I didn't want to get too much farther until I got this episode out. I got a lot of mindless digging out, but now it's time to get some more stuff going. So I think the first thing I'd like to do is get this storage room sorted out, because I will be also using that storage room for my stuff for now. So I think I am going to carve out this way a little bit and put the storage room back in there. And I'm going to try and get it laid out in such a way as my villagers can use it conveniently, but then there will also be plenty of storage for me to use for other things. So I'm going to start digging out a hole over here, and I will bring you guys back momentarily. All right, so here we've got a little bit of progress to cover. Let's start down this direction. So I hollowed out this room here and put a bunch of dirt and got some grass seeds from sifting from sifting dirt. So here I'm thinking, hopefully, with the ridiculous torch spam and a high enough light level, we'll be able to get some passive mobs coming soon, because I'm guessing that's going to be the fastest way to get leather to make our item frames for the town hall, is to get some cows and kill them the regular old-fashioned way. So then down in here, I went ahead and finished off the floor, added some dirt, and planted some trees. I spaced them out a little more than I probably needed to, just because I want to make sure that with the pathfinding for the TekTopia lumberjacks, whenever we've got them, that they'll have plenty of room to maneuver to wherever they're trying to go. So I'm going to have 2 rows of spruce trees, 2 rows of birch trees, 1 row of jungle wood, and 2 rows of oak trees. And then off to one side, the other, or the back, I'm going to set aside another room for acacia and dark oak. So that way I can use them personally. So yeah, progress is happening. And then this way, I've gotten a big room cleared out for storage. It's not the prettiest yet. I'm thinking probably episode 4 or 5 we'll work on decorating the place and making it look good. For right now, I'm just trying to get a layout and plan ahead. So in this room, we're gonna have, there should be plenty of chests for all of our villagers. I haven't done any planning for where we're going to put drawers and things like that, but I think this will be a good enough start to get us going. And then up this direction, I carved out a staircase on both sides, so it comes up both sides of that main hallway. And then I've calculated that's 0, 0 right here, so that's where our town hall marker is going to go, right there. And then this will be where our town hall structure is going to be. I'll dig it out a little more and get it decorated, but this is where the center of the village will be, right where this torch is. I'm just leaving it there for now for my own planning. So it'll be pretty neat having the town hall at 0, 0. That'll line up perfectly with this, and I think we've got a pretty good layout so far. I've also carved this stairway going down, and then planned a big room here. I'm going to start doing some stone block type stuff in here. I will set aside some corridors for all the different mods. So if we look at the quest chain, we're gonna need, chickens I'll do up by, chickens and cows both I'll do up by where the ranchers are. I'll probably segregate a separate room off of there. We'll have an area down here for mystical agriculture, Project E, extreme crafting, Thaumcraft, all those things. We're gonna do some Botania at some point. And we'll have corridors leading out of this area, so I'm thinking this could be like a big central hub area, and we'll have different hallways going down and leading to different sections for each of those mods, I should say. Down here, I've started carving a stairwell down. It doesn't go anywhere yet, but I'm thinking, I know I should probably dig, at some point I'd definitely dig all the way down to bedrock, but for now, I think I'm just going to dig around this level and start a new mob farm down here, a much more efficient mob farm. So yeah, mostly just planning, getting things together. The blacksmith over here, yeah, I think I showed all that stuff off already. Man, It's taken a lot of hours to get to this point. I tell you what. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go AFK for a bit. I'm gonna go stand far enough away that hopefully we get some passive mobs spawning in here. I don't think they need sky access. I'm pretty sure they should be able to spawn in here no problem. So that's my plan for the near future. I'm just gonna go hang out at least 25 blocks away. I'll probably just come over here and just park for a while, go have me a snack, and maybe take a nap, and hopefully... I keep forgetting. I keep pushing this button, and I keep forgetting that I don't have Optifine on here, and I'm trying to zoom, but it's not working. So yeah. So I'm gonna go have a nap and a snack, and hopefully when I come back, I'll have some passive mobs over there. Good morning. Yeah, it's actually the next day. So I let this run all night. I stood way back here in this area and went and got a snack and intended to take a nap, but it actually wound up being asleep. And when I woke up, there was not a single mob in this room. So I went and got some bait, which is what I should have done in the first place. I should have just got some bait. And I had all these mobs within just a matter of minutes. I put down some water sources in here, put the bait next to it, left the room, and came back, and there was a pair of them. I did 2 of each animal, and then this morning I've just been breeding them up a bit. So yeah, I just actually slaughtered my first cow, and we've got an item frame finally. Yeah, buddy. Check this out. It's about time. So let's go upstairs and plunk this thing down and get started. We're gonna need a door. Need a door. Yeah, so move some stuff downstairs. There we go. Birch door it is. All right.
Psst, hey.
Boom. There we go. Now we've got a door, item frame. Oh, not you. Why do you look so funny? Town hall marker. It is official. Yeah. So we'll give these guys a couple minutes. Oh, there they are. Malfier Jones, the architect, and Nolan Silos, the tradesman. That's cool. Haha. All right. Let's come down here, and I'll show you what else I've been working on. This is the start of the living district, or housing district. So currently I've got 4 7x7 rooms carved out, so that's 49 floor tiles a piece, so that's enough for house 4 tokens, home 4 tokens. So these are going to be 4 bedrooms for the time being. What is purple on the floor up there? Is it up here? I see purple. Why is there a purple dot? Dude, this minimap drives me nuts. Sorry, I'm looking at the minimap in the corner and I see a purple dot and it's just boggling my mind. I don't know what it is. All right, so this is how this works. When you first place down your town hall, it will generate the two vendors, and it will also generate this chest. So fingers crossed. Yeah, I think it's standard. I was hoping for emeralds, but that's okay. So we've got a lumberjack, a farmer, a home 2 token, and a storage token. Yeah, so let's come down here. I need to get some food. Let's come down here and check out the storage room because we need a door for this also. So yeah, torch spam. I know. I'll get it cleaned up as soon as I'm able. But yeah, we've got plenty of chests in here, plenty of space. So let's go ahead and make this thing official. Put down a door here. Yeah, I've got another leather somewhere around here. There it is. All right. One more. Oh, yeah, one more item frame here. And storage token. Boom and boom. All right. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So when I tried this out in a creative world, obviously I didn't have any room at all. Like I still had the initial size. Psst. Oh, the purple dot is, I figured it out. It's the item frame. That's good. I was, man, that was worrying me. So those count as an entity. So that's what that dot is. Dude, I was stressing about that. Sorry, so I got off topic there. So I had just a small room, and I did have some people spawn. So I had a merchant and a couple of nomads spawn. So I think we'll hang around for just a bit and see if anything happens. And I will let you know as soon as we get some new people spawning. Alright, so we ran into a little bit of a hiccup. Take a look at this. Nomad failed to find a way to the village. Yep. So what I'm doing right now is digging a very long tunnel all the way to the village border. And I think I'll just do a couple of those, and hopefully that will make it able for the nomads and merchants to find their way. Gotta repair this hammer. So I'm gonna dig these tunnels out, and I'll bring you guys back shortly. Let's hope this works. I finally made it to one corner. Huh. Lots and lots of digging. I've actually packed up my tool forge and a crafting table to bring with me, along with some osmium to repair this hammer with. So, yep, still digging along. All right, everybody. Good news, bad news, more good news, more bad news. So here's the situation. I will fill you in. So I've got tunnels dug out all the way, starting from the center of 00 all the way out to the village border. And then it goes around in a big square following the border all the way around. So all the way down to that corner, so on and so forth, all the way around. So we've got a total perimeter. I learned that in order for nomads and merchants to spawn, we need to have sky access. Which, yeah, I'm sure you know, we're playing StoneBlock. There's no sky access. That's not a thing. So I picked a corner. I'm not sure which one I started with, but I picked a corner and dug all the way up to the top, thinking that maybe it would count well, first off, I thought that there was lava up there because I played StoneBlock 1, and I know that the top was covered with lava. But up there, it's bedrock. So I thought, well, maybe it will still count as sky access. Turns out it does not still count as sky access. So that's the bad news. I did a lot of work, like 4, 6, 8, something like that, hours worth of work to find out that there's no sky access and that they're not going to spawn. But then I remembered, okay, good news. I loaded this in a creative world initially to see if this would be a valid thing we could do. And I remember having nomads and merchants spawn. They showed up right outside the town hall door, right here, 1 block out. So I made a copy of this world and tried it the same way, and sure enough, the merchant and the nomad spawned. So here's what I think the plan is going to be. We're going to have, for a split second, a merchant will spawn and some nomads will spawn. They will show up right here on this torch, and then they're going to realize that there's no path find to get here, and they're going to despawn immediately. So that's something that a lot of people have seen, where the nomads just spawn and then despawn immediately. So if you look at this little doohickey right here, that's a clock. And as you can see, it's almost daytime. It's getting to be daytime. So as soon as day breaks, they're going to show up, and I'm going to nab them. That's my plan. I tried it out in a creative world, and it was able to work. And that will help. That will get the nomads into the village, at least. Then the issue we're running into is how to work with the merchant, because the merchant will show up. I will have about a second to click on him to do any trades I can do with him, which the issue with that is that I'm not going to know what he wants to trade for the day until I click on him. And I won't have time to click on him and then go down and get the stuff and then come back. So essentially, I'm going to have to just keep all the inventory on me to be able to trade with him. That's going to be a huge challenge. I don't know how that's going to work. So we are coming up on time any minute now where it's going to be daytime. And let's see if we can get some nomads into our village. Well, we've got a merchant. Come on, nomads. Bam. All right. Got a farmer. Come on. Excuse me. Got a lumberjack. There we go. Excellent. So one nomad failed to find their way to the village. These two showed up, and we were able to get them to join our village. Finally, hours and hours of work. And, whew. And look, they're already going to work. Check them out. Talk about efficient. All right, let's check them out. Stephanie Grantham. Level 14 lumberjack, level 6 cleric. All right, let's go check out our farmer. So we got Stephanie Grantham, and let's see what our farmer's name is. Where'd you go? Yeah, all these crops should be just about ready to harvest, and you picked beets to get started with, huh? All right, Jarek Pincian, level 4 blacksmith, level 1 farmer. Yeah, he's kind of dumb, but that's all right. He will get skilled up over time. Oh, buddy, I'm so excited to finally have some villagers. Like, that was such an amount of work. So now that they're getting to work, so we're going to have some... We can get more villagers simply by making these guys happy, and they'll make hearts, and then we'll have plenty of villagers. That'll be great. I can also keep my eyes on this clock and keep nabbing nomads whenever they show up. That's also a thing. So the issue we're going to run into is trading with the merchant, because there's simply no way that I'm realistically going to be able to consistently trade with the merchant and get a significant amount of emeralds. Let me know what you guys think. So we have plenty of access to get emeralds. I can just sift gravel all day. I can get me a diamond mesh and just sift gravel all day and get tons of emeralds that way. And I'm going to anyway, because I'm going to need emeralds for lots of other things. But for the village, if you think that we should use villager-only emeralds, like merchant-only emeralds, let me know your thoughts. We've got a couple of options. I can either just do my best and wing it to have product on hand that hopefully the villager will like, which I'll be successful in the beginning doing that, because he's only going to want lumberjack goods and farmer goods. So I'll have smaller array of items to pick from. So that shouldn't be hard. It'll be later on when the village gets bigger that it'll be harder, because he's going to ask for a variety of things and I'm just going to have to guess. The other alternative, to fix the spawning problem where we don't have this issue anymore, we've got a couple of options. Number one, there is a way to break bedrock in this mod pack. It just comes way later in the mod pack. So personally, I don't want to wait that long. I don't think that that's... I mean, if that's what you guys want me to do, that's what I'll do. But I don't think that that's really necessarily a viable option unless you know of a way to break bedrock that I don't know about. Alternatively, if you guys want me to, I can load this up in... I can open it to LAN and load it up with cheats and go break some bedrock in creative mode and then just turn it off. If that's something you guys want me to do, that's an option. You let me know down in the comments what you think I should do. I'm just excited to finally have some villagers. I've been recording this episode for like 5 days now, and finally we've done it. We've got a working, valid village in StoneBlock 2. All right, everybody, that's all the time that I've got for the entire week. So if you liked it, please click the like button, consider subscribing, share this video with your friends, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night.